Dr. Ruth, Mazal Tov, congratulations on your honorary doctorate.
Okay, you see what I'm wearing? Every day, the Ben-Gurion pin. Every day. So,
I love it. I don't know what to call you now. Do we call you Dr. Ruth?
no, just one doctor is enough. Doug, you have to tell the entire Ben-Gurion family how delighted I am. You can see it on my face. I'm jumping up and down for joy because I have a few doctorates from America, but this is my first from Israel.
Let's talk about Israel just for a second. So, as we know, you referred to yourself as an orphan of the Holocaust. You left Germany at 10 on the Kindertransport. Eventually, you made your way to a pre-state Palestine when you were 17. You're 20 years old. You served in the Haganah when Israel becomes a state. What did Israel mean to you then, and what does it mean to you today?
What does Israel mean? Israel means that never again do we have to think, where can I go as a Jew? So I am so happy that Ben-Gurion University is going to have me visit, give a lecture on sex, and be associated with you, not just today, from now on. Ben-Gurion University in the Negev is going to have a big part of my life on my tongue, in my words, and you know that I talk from morning till night. So I will talk a lot about the honorary. Can you do that? Honorary?
Honorary.
No,
I can't roll my R's like you do. Dr. Ruth, what was sexy to you about David Ben-Gurion?
His brain and his determination. I was in Israel when Ben-Gurion declared the state of Israel. Some people had told him at the United Nations and other people not to declare Israel, and he was determined.
You know, people are saying now that vaccinations a lot of our population has been vaccinated. They're calling this the summer of sex in 2021. What advice do you have for people after the pandemic?
Okay, the first advice, listen all carefully. Ben-Gurion people, not to talk about the misery. We all know how difficult it is. We know how many people we lost. We know all of the difficulties. Don't talk about that anymore. But I don't talk about the difficulty. I want to talk about positive things. Now, not so easy because you have to train yourself. So I suggest some fantasies. Make believe that you wear your best ski outfit, the one that fits you the best. Make believe you take a good looking ski instructor, hopefully not married. But if he's married, don't touch him. Take him up the mountain and down the mountain as often as you like. Then invite him for dinner. I'm not talking about sex. The fantasies, they have a reason to think about something positive.
You are German, you're Israeli, you're American. Let's talk about Israelis. What makes Israelis so sexy?
First of all, they're so good looking, but that's not the only thing. What makes them sexy for somebody like me is their enthusiasm about that country, that little sliver, and where we have to be so grateful.
You've also written about sexuality in Judaism.
Yes.
So
guess what? Hallelujah.
Why is sex so important to Judaism?
Hallelujah. Look at that book. Just now, NYU Press brought it out again. It is now a classic and it will never be out of print. So I'm very happy. Why is it so important? Because all of you Ben-Gurion people, I talk about orgasm, I talk about erection and lubrication and sex all day long. I talk about all of these things, but I'm old-fashioned and a square. There are many wonderful women out there, but the husband says to the wife, you are the very best of them. That's the most sexually arousing sentence that a husband can tell his wife. It says in this book I'm quoting the traditional, that it says if a man brings his wife, not just any woman, his wife, to sexual satisfaction before he ejaculates, she's going to have a son.
Never in my professional life did I think I would be able to do an interview with Dr. Ruth where she'd explain that to me.
I want Ben-Gurion University to do a study because I need somebody to do a scientifically valid study. If that's
Well, I can't wait to see what Ben-Gurion University President Daniel Shemovitz comes up with in terms of designing that laboratory.
But you need money for it, so get money. Call
Something tells me we'll be able to raise money for that.
Call the laboratory Dr. Ruth Lab. There is no Dr. Ruth Lab in the whole world. You'll be the first.
Dr. Ruth's Lover Laboratory at Ben-Gurion University of the Negev.
I like it.
Well, Dr. Ruth, you're one of a kind, a true international Jewish treasure. Thank you so much for just being you. The world has been a better place because you have been in it.
Thank you. I'm still in it.
I know you are.
Thank you so much. תודה רבה. כל טוב ולהתראות בארץ ישראל בקרוב. Not סתם, but בקרוב. Means soon. Bye. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, Dag.
Shalom.